Hi, this is Frank Lucas with the Chicago Music Guide, coming to you backstage, behind the scenes, at the main stage at Buffalo Grove Days. And I'm joined by the lovely and talented Haley Reinhart. Hi, Haley. Thank you for sitting in with us today. And before all the fame and all the accolades, take us back in time to, let's say, before even season 9 began, when you did your first audition. You were in school, and you were with a jazz program, jazz vocal program, or what was this?
Well, I was with the Harper, multiple lab bands, jazz, the big band. But even prior to that, when I was in, what we were talking about, when I was in high school, my senior year, I had the opportunity to fly out and do Montreux and Umbria Jazz Festivals, which was, unbelievable. It was the first time I had ever been out of the country, and I got to see Switzerland, and we went all over Italy, and it was just like an 11-day trip or so, and we just got so much in and got to see Chick Corea and all these huge, legendary musicians in the jazz world, and it was just mind-blowing. So that was really the first thing I did like that.
Now, is that something you would say prepared you for your first audition for American Idol?
Yeah, I thought so. I actually went in and was so excited because I had just done that. I had just come from that, and I was eager to tell the judges about it. And for whatever reason, I think Simon was a little intimidated that I had done something so huge that he didn't even want to believe me.
Oh, really?
And he was like, "Oh, I don't think so." He's like, you sound young. And I'm like, well, I am young. So that's how that kind of went down. And, hey, Greg. And I didn't know if I was even going to go back and try out the next year. And
you did. Luckily for your fans, you did.
Yeah. I don't know. I was super crushed about it, but I had enough people coming to me, including some of the people from the show even, that were like, we really think you should come back and try it out again. And we have, these new judges that are awesome. And so, yeah, I took a risk, and I found out about it the day beforehand and just went out to Milwaukee, and it turned out, everything worked out the way it should.
And as they say, the rest is history. I mean, if there wasn't for a little bit there was a time where we could catch you on all the major news networks. I mean, when you placed third, you were on 257, you were on WGN, local affiliates covered you, nationwide affiliates covered you. You were in all the publications. How did that feel?
Awesome. It was amazing to get that kind of support. It really showed me how many people are out in the world, and specifically in Wheeling, in Chicagoland area. Everybody was just so supportive. It was great.
Chicago had your back.
They did. Oh man, it was just so cool to see that.
You got signed to a major deal with Interscope.
Yeah.
And it was some ridiculous. I'm a musician myself, so I know these things. So the first week alone, you moved some ridiculous number, something like 20,000 units of your album.
Yeah.
And you're aware of that. How crazy is that?
It was something, I was really proud of that, especially because I was able to co-write everything for the most part. And so yeah, seeing those numbers in the first week, especially knowing that it's hard to get records out, to sell physical and just
and
on
downloads
iTunes.
digital.
It takes a lot of work. So I'm really glad.
We're all very proud of you, being from the area myself, and we've been following you very closely. Do you feel a lot of pressure to duplicate your success, maybe even exceed it and go beyond?
Well, I think every artist wants to exceed, and just kind of push themselves the next time around. And for me, I think it's important for everybody to evolve musically and all across the board. So, woo! Oh my God! I might have to run. Sorry, I've never gotten stung, and I'm afraid because my mom's deathly allergic. And
oh no!
I might be. So okay. Anyways.
Well, any pressure to run from bees?
Only pressure from bees. No. There's no big pressure. I just think it's a matter of just kind of testing myself and making sure that I'm always going that extra limit. And right now it's cool because I have no pressure. I'm kind of writing super freely, and I'm able to be as creative as I want at this point in time, so I'm really happy about it.
Excellent. Now, what are your plans for the immediate future musically?
Yeah.
Do you have any I know you've worked with Casey Abrams.
Yeah.
Is there someone you'd like to collaborate with? Any producers you're looking to work with?
Well, I would love to work with Casey, my whole life. I'm sure we'll just be doing, more and more together. But also, I've gotten in with a lot of the older producers I worked with for Listen Up, and several new ones as well. And I've been to Greece quite recently,
Nice.
Santorini, just for a writing camp through my publishing company, Olé, and also went to Kauai and met a lot of great musicians and producers as well. So I'm just kind of traveling the world lately and meeting all these different outlets, so it's all about that connection that you make with all these different people.
Sure. You've been all around the world. You've been all over the place, all over the map. You and I connected, though, at the after party at Lollapalooza last year, and I saw firsthand why it confirmed in me that you and Jennifer Hudson were two of the biggest talents to come out of American Idol. Yeah, honestly, I'm serious about that. And that night I saw you perform in front of a packed audience at the Hard Rock on stage, and you totally killed it, girl. And how does it feel? Is it any different? Like I said, you've been all over the map. Is it any different to come back home, like today?
Yeah, I mean, this takes me back to things like Lollapalooza and especially my home kind of town concert. When I came back during the show for the top 3, hometown stories, it reminds me of quite like that, since I have my family's band Midnight and I'm with my family again reunited. There's something so special about that. So it's great to come home and kind of periodically, have those kind of moments together. Yeah.
Well, you're all about the music, and you're genuine. I was really touched when I saw you with the what was it called, the Tip Cup campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, you're such a great role model. Tell us a little bit about how that came about.
We were contacted by some great people out in New York, and Tip Cup was they started this new kind of series, and it's for Music Cares, which is a huge foundation to help out musicians in need. And I'm all about it. If I can help out in any way, even at the level that I'm at right now, I'm all about it. So it was really neat to dress up. I was in a disguise, and I was singing to the public, and people started to catch on, and I whipped off the
the wig.
Wig. And,
you were dressed kind of grungy, which is totally not you. That's not your style.
Different. It was fun. I mean, I like a lot of different stuff, but it was definitely different. And handed over a check to this woman who was definitely in need of some dough, and she's a hardworking musician. So it was good. It was really cool.
You're a class act, Haley Reinhart. Thank you for sitting in with us.
Sure. Yeah.
And is there a particular website? I know you're on Twitter. I know you're on Facebook. Any other media that we can come and visit you and check out all things Haley 24/7?
Please, definitely Twitter, Instagram as well, just my name. My actual website, HaleyReinhart.com, it's in the process of being redone, so just keep a lookout and check back in. I'm going to put in a lot of new videos and stuff from just all over the world. I've been traveling a lot, so I'd love to give everybody a peek inside.
Very nice, Haley. Class act. And you can visit us at chicagomusicguide.com for the latest info on some of the hottest bands in the Chicagoland area. This is Frank Lucas signing off.